Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to this video. I pray you're having a blessed day when you watch this, and I pray that you will, after this video, come out of it with a blessing or with new understanding, maybe an encouragement. So yeah, I'm going to get straight in. Today's teaching is for men from a woman's perspective. It is going to be centered on the lion and the lamb, because this is something, the lion and the lamb are characteristics, but we see Yehoshua being the lamb and we see him being the lion. We see that he has both natures. He has a gentle, compassionate, wouldn't hurt fly nature. But he also has the nature of a lion that is coming to judge, that is coming to, he is jealous. He's a jealous God. He is powerful and strong, and you wouldn't want to mess with him, right? And I'm bringing this out because the man especially is to represent Yehoshua, especially to the woman. Okay, and I believe in these characteristics that are likened to a lamb or a lion, there is a deeper truth in how the man should act, how the man should behave, how the man should be the head of his house, how he should carry out that his authority, how he should carry out his headship over the woman. Okay, so at this, like I said, this teaching is very much based on a woman's perspective, because I'm obviously a woman, so this is my gifting. I can speak from a woman's perspective, okay, of what she needs from the man. Okay, and first of all, I'm going to deal with the lamb-like virtues, and then I'm going to deal with the lion-like virtues. And now, just the foundation, you should aspire as a man to be like Yehoshua. Okay, you should aspire to imitate the Messiah, to copy his mannerisms, to copy his way of life, to receive his mind, even his mentality, even. Okay, you are to become like him. So that is your goal, regardless in a way of what a woman needs you to be, or regardless in a way of what a woman wants from you. That is who you need to become like, to carry out your purpose, to whatever your calling is, whether it's ministry, whether it's, just to be a husband and a father. Whatever you're called to do, whatever your purpose is in this life, it is a given that you need to imitate Yehoshua. Okay, he is the one you should be, have your first role model, not, David Beckham, not The Rock, not, Vin Diesel. You should want to imitate him because he gave us the perfect role model, and especially applicable for men. He gave you the perfect role model to be the perfect man. Okay, so the lamb, Yehoshua came, the first time was actually as a lamb he came. And we see through his ministry such forgiveness he exhibited, such mercy, such love, such gentleness. Okay, this is what the woman needs from you. She needs you to comfort her. She needs your gentle love. She needs you to soothe her when she's upset and emotional. Women, if you're a man and you're going to be a woman, you just have to accept that women are emotional creatures, okay? So you're going to have to comfort her and soothe her at times. You're going to have to encourage her and tell her that everything's going to be okay sometimes. And if you don't, you are damaging her. Because if she's in need of comfort and you don't give that to her, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem. It's going to damage your relationship with her. And I can speak this from a perspective of a wife and husband, someone that's courting and their potential partner. I can speak this also from a perspective of a father and a daughter. Okay. She needs comforting. She needs that love, that male love. But she needs it gently. Okay, so sometimes she needs that. But sometimes she needs you to be the lion. Sometimes she needs you to be dominant. She needs you to take control of the situation. She needs you to assert yourself. She needs that passion from you. It's like a consuming fire. It's in Proverbs it says, "Set me as a seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm. For love is strong as death, jealousy as cruel as the grave. The coals thereof are coals of fire, a most vehement flame." That's Proverbs 8:6. So that's what she needs from you. She needs you to burn for her, to fight for her. She needs to feel your fervence. She doesn't want you to be so laid back that you don't... She wants you to take action. A woman wants a man to take action from the beginning to the end. Okay. From the first date to the... Yeah, just to the end. Okay. She needs you to take action. She needs you to take control sometimes. Not... And the whole thing of this, between the lion and the lamb, is a balance. I do feel for the man. He does have to play a balancing act between these two. Because if he goes too far one way or too far another, it's not quite right. Now, I mean by that, if he becomes, just gentle and loving, but never takes action, never takes control, never has that burning passion to protect her and to be the strength that she needs, she's not going to be happy. And if also he takes so much control and so much dominance and assertiveness that it stifles her, and he loses that gentle, comforting, soothingness that she needs. She does need both. And as a man, you need to play that balancing act between the two. Okay, and she does want you to rule over her. A woman does want to... I know that many women may feel differently, but a woman deep inside of her wants to submit. She wants to be under you. She wants you to be her covering, her head, that she can relax and get on with the things that she's going to do. I know that you're taking care of what you're supposed to do. That you are, how do I put this to practicality? That you are, organizing things. That you are, I'm going to take you on holiday in a couple of months' time. You're taking that, and you're also, this is applicable very much with being the breadwinner. She needs you to be active. She needs to know that you're capable of providing, that you can provide for her as she takes care of the children that you're going to have, or as she takes care of the house that you have. She needs to know you are taking care of what you need to take care of. And she sees this initially through your strength, through your ability, through your action that you take. She knows that you're not lazy. She knows that you're not complacent. She knows that you have it in you to take care of her. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. She needs to be taken care of in a lot of different ways, guys. I know it may be like, whoa, like that's a bit too much. I'm not sure I'm ready for that. Maybe you're not ready for that. Look, honestly, I know we all have this deep, innate desire for companionship that Yah has put in us to go and multiply, okay? But you have to take a step back sometimes and look at yourself and be like, am I really ready? Am I really at the place that I need to be in a relationship with a woman, to be a father, to be a husband? Am I really ready? Do I really know how to do this? And none of us know perfectly how to do this. It's a learning thing, and it helps if we've had parents that have imparted some wisdom to us in this respect, or being good role models to us in this respect. That will definitely help. But it is a learning thing, but you do need to take a step back sometimes and just master yourself and not be led by your impulses, and actually look at yourself, not just always seeking the other person. This is applicable to women and men, not just seeking the other person, but are you ready? You may be ready to receive, but are you ready to give? Are you ready to give her what she needs? Are you ready to give him what he needs? We're always ready to receive. We always want all the romance and all of the, courting and all of the attention and all of the strength and all of the man, all of the, comforting and uplifting and all of these things. We all want that. But are you willing to give? And do you have it in you? Have you learned how to? These are all really important questions that you need to ask yourself as a man, because as a man especially, she will look to you to receive from. She will look to you for you to give her what she needs. She won't look to anyone else, and she shouldn't. You are the one that's designated. You have come forward to her and said, I will be that one to you. I will be that one to give you what you need. And she won't look to anyone else. She looked to you before she looks to her mother, before she looks to her brother, before she looks to her girlfriend. She will look to you to receive what she needs. And maybe this is a stumbling block. Maybe she even looks to you before she looks to Yah sometimes. Before she looks to her creator, she looks to you. Because to her, you are the embodiment of his love. You are the embodiment of his strength that she needs. You are the embodiment of his mastery over her. So she will look to you first. When she is upset, she will look to you for comfort. When she is feeling sad, she will look for you to cheer her up. This is actually in the Torah, in the commands, is that when a man marries a woman, he's supposed to just spend a year with her, to gladden her, it says, to cheer his wife. He is meant to spend time away from all of his other activities, just with his wife, to cheer her up, because that's what you do to her. That's what you do for her. You make her happy as a man. It should be your desire to make her happy. And if it's not, then you need to do some serious prayer and fasting, I would suggest. Because if you don't care for her happiness, then you're not ready. You need to care for a woman's happiness. And if you're not willing to do that, then don't lead her on. Don't let her get involved, and don't let her look to you if you're not ready to make her happy and to do what is necessary to make her happy. Because as the man that she's courting and the man that she will marry and the man that she marries, you are the person she'll look to for that, for anyone else. And even sad to say, this might, if she doesn't receive it from you, this is not right. But depending on her level of godliness, I would say, she may end up looking for that elsewhere. And you may find yourself in a position where she's not faithful to you because you haven't given her what she needs, so she's gone and looked for it elsewhere. Or someone has approached her and given her it and she has received it. Okay, so I'm not trying to make you feel insecure here, but I'm just trying to bring it home to you that she does need certain things from a man. You know, and she can, as a woman, she can go without that. She can just rely on her creator, and that's another thing to take consideration. If you're courting a woman, you know, if you don't meet the criteria, a strong woman of Yah will just accept that and will not pursue it because she has a relationship with her creator and she knows that she will be taken care of whether or not a man takes care of her. So yeah, this is a multifaceted subject, I think. So it's more than what I intended to teach on it, really. It's big. It's big. Yeah, and the thing is, I know that each person, men, I'm talking to you too, so each man has a different temperament. You know, some men, it comes naturally to them to be rather laid back, to be rather, just do whatever you want, dear, you know. Some men, it comes naturally for them to be quite controlling, quite assertive, and they're strong. They have an inner strength, and they have a strong will. Okay, so they are more inclined to be over-assertive, whereas the other man may be more inclined to not be assertive at all, and not take control at all, and not, you know, take that position. Now, what I would say to that situation, you need to step up. She needs you to lead. You know, it says in Genesis 3, verse 16, I'm going to read the bit that's applicable here, saying to the woman, "And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over you." You as Adam, she is looking to step up, to rule over her. Her desire is to you and for you to rule over her. You need to do that, whether it comes naturally to you or it doesn't. She needs you to lead. She needs to know that you can take control. That she doesn't need to take charge all the time. That she doesn't need to wear herself out doing your role and her role. Because this is what happens a lot of the time. She ends up doing the motherly role, doing the womanly role, and doing the masculine role because you're not doing your role. You need to step up. Whether it comes naturally to you or not, whether you feel like it or not, that is your position, Adam. That is your position, man. And you need to take it. Okay. And a word to the men that probably won't listen to me because of their character, that are overly assertive, that are have a tendency to take too much control, and are to the point where they're stifling the woman, to the point where they're suppressing the woman. You need to become more like the lamb. You need to take on more gentleness, to temper your will, to temper your character. Okay, so that you're allowing room for the woman to do her role. You're not stifling her. You see, either you can go too far back that you're not only letting her do her role, but you're now giving her your role, or you can come so much into your role that you're taking over her role and you're actually now like you're too much. You know, you're just too much, basically. And it's not good for her. It's not good for you. It's not good for you because then you're taking this all on yourself. You're actually fine. A lot of these people that do this, I know there's stuff come in my head. I don't know whether I should talk about it. Yeah, there's the community, right? There's the whole submissive and dominant thing. And some of the men that get into this, and it just is too much because they're realizing they're taking all of this power, and then they have to make choices for the woman all the time because they've taken so much control on themselves over the woman. It's like, and they realize they can't handle it. You're not meant to. Don't overstep your role and don't understep your role. You know? You have to be the lion and the lamb, not just the lion, and I'm the lion and I'm going to dominate. And you don't need to be just the lamb, like, oh, everything's, I'll just let her do everything, and I'll just play on my Xbox, and I'll just, I quite like having a woman around, and I can just do what I want. Not saying that's what Yehoshua did, obviously, and that's not, but you get what I'm saying. I'm using this to bring out the characteristics in men, to bring out the two opposing types of getting it wrong, basically. It is a fine balance. You need to temper your lamb with the lion, and you need to temper the lion with the lamb. Until like what it says, the lion and the lamb lie down together, until there's a harmony between the two within yourself, until the lion is there peaceably and the lamb is there at peace with one another, and you have that power and that strength, and you have that gentleness and that love. Okay. So that is it. That's what's been put in my heart to share with you and to teach upon, really. And as a disclaimer, I'm not attempting here to teach men to usurp after men. I am just aiming here to give you the perspective from a woman, and to, I help you, hopefully this has helped you as a man to know more about your role and to know more about, how you need to be towards a woman, because I know we're very different. The genders, we're both very different, and it's difficult for us to always understand things from the other's perspective. So I think that's why Yara has led me to share this sort of revelation. It's all tied up in Yehoshua's character. So yeah, obviously, prayer, fasting, reading the word, she will need that from you. She'll need you to draw her to the word. She'll need you to cover her with the word, to speak the word over her. That is the epitome of a godly romance, is that you will lead her back to Yehoshua all the time. That you'll be him to her, but you'll also lead her to him. That you'll nourish her with the word, that you will remind her of her role, and you remind her to pray when she hasn't prayed. You'll pray with her. You'll pray with her, and she'll feel the presence of Yah stronger than she's ever felt by herself, because together you're more powerful. Where two are more gathered in my name, there I am in their midst. I tell you, when a righteous woman and a righteous man come together, it's a beautiful thing, amazing thing. So you can really, once you get your own house in order, and she has her house in order, that's why I've done teaching for women, teaching for men. Once you both have your house in order and you come together, you're able to give each other what you need. You're able to receive what you need. And you're able to exalt Yehoshua in your midst. You're able to give him glory through your union. And then he's in your union. He's in both of you, and he's in the whole thing, and that is just, like, I can only imagine, but amazing, once you reach that. So it may seem like hard work. Both of what I've said to women, both what I've said to men, it's hard work. I get it, fulfilling your role is hard work, and it's going to take trial and error, and it's going to take blood, sweat and tears, and crying home to mum and dad, I expect sometimes, for both of us. Okay, but it's worth it, and this is important. It's not being so much addressed or properly addressed in the body, in the way. There's so much misinformation and misconstruing of scriptures, and so much just confusion in our culture, so much confusion in our religion, so much confusion. So yeah, I just hope this has given some clarity. And I want to just pray for you now. I thank you for, if you got this far, for following with it, and I hope it has encouraged you, and I hope it's helped you understand things better. And yeah, feel free to leave any comments in the description. Let me know whether you agree, you disagree. Let me know why. And yeah, it's going to end in a prayer now. Abba Father, I just pray in Yehoshua's name for every man watching this, that they'll be able to receive what you have for them. They'll be able to receive wisdom and strength, and that they'll be able to listen to your words, listen to your reproofs even, yeah. That they would be molded into the image of your Son, Yehoshua, that they would be strong and yet gentle, but valiant and yet peaceable. That you would help them to temper themselves, to master themselves, to the point where they have both the lion and the lamb dwelling within them, that they're able to be what they are supposed to be. They're called to be fathers, to be husbands, to be leaders, to be strong pillars of the community. That they be able to be good fathers to their daughters and to their sons. That they be able to give love and to be able to receive that too. I pray that they would be sensitive, and they would be loving and be caring. And at the same time, they'd be strong and powerful and be protective covering of the women. And I pray every man listening to this is blessed by your presence and by your ruach and by the word. And your words that flow through me, may they honor you and glorify you. May be glorified in everything I do for you, God. I humbly pray that people be able to receive from this video today. Hearts would not be hardened, men's hearts would not be hardened against your words, but that they would be softened, and they would receive, and they would go away, and something in them would change, something in them would improve. I pray for improvement over all of the body, over us women and men, that we'd all become better at our roles and learn from good role models. I pray you send good role models for the men. I pray you send them father figures to teach them how to be men. I thank you for all your wisdom. I give all the praise and glory in Yehoshua's mighty name. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Shalom. Till next time.